Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. For today's video, there was a recent update where you got some more base game items. And you can see that I put a pergola on the back of the house, and that was basically what inspired this whole build. With the style, what I was going for was a house that was more, I guess you could say more Spanish style, more of the type of house that you would see maybe in Latin America, something that you would see in more of a hot climate. Maybe it's a house that's in Arizona. So my basic inspiration for this house was just color. I wanted color everywhere. I wanted there to be color since I always end up going for just black and white. And I was thinking, that is not what I want this time around. This time around, I want it to be colorful. I want it to look like something that you could actually see out in the real world, maybe. I wanted it to look more natural. I wanted it to look like a fun house at the very least. Now, at first, I thought I was making it too small, and then I thought I was making it too big. Big part of that reason was the upstairs. It's a very small upstairs area. It's not the whole first floor layout was copied and pasted, basically. And I really wanted the stairs to be right by the front of the door. And with that, it made for a very weird layout. It is a house for 6 Sims, which I was very surprised by. I didn't think I would be able to fit 6 Sims relatively comfortably in here. They do end up fitting. There's 2 bedrooms that have 2 single beds each. You could imagine that being possibly a child and a teen or something like that. I was even considering putting a toddler bed right away, and I did add a bathtub in case someone is interested in having a toddler in this house. But it wasn't something that I originally had in mind when I was building this house. You can see that I didn't even plan to have 2 bedrooms at first. When I was very first doing the layout, I was thinking, okay, 1 bedroom downstairs, 1 bedroom upstairs. The upstairs was what was a challenge here, since I really wanted to make it at least 1 bedroom up there. I didn't want to make it like an office area or anything like that. I wanted it to have as many rooms as possible, which is something that you see a lot in these type of houses actually. You see that they'll try to put as many rooms as they can, accommodate as many people as they can, and have as much of a living space as you can get as well. With a living area, I completely thought I wasn't going to be able to fit a living room in there. And no, the answer was no, I was able to. It's actually pretty big considering that you can sit 5 Sims, and there are 6 Sims in this house. So it ended up working out pretty good if you ask me. There was just a lot of stone, a lot of terracotta, a lot of the definitely warmer climate inspiration. It's not that you can't have wooden floors in a house like this, it's just that when you're in a hotter climate, it is that much more expensive to maintain your house the way that it is, since for wood, it can't be too humid either. So humidity and wood floors really don't get along the best. That's why you will see a lot of stone, basically. And it's a very small living area in general, but I think this is a hefty, mighty house. It looks very small from the outside, but accommodates quite a lot. I was originally thinking of making this house a starter home as well, but I really wanted to incorporate as much as I could of the new stuff that they included in the latest update. So you can see that outside there's also a table that I put out there. That is also part of the update. Unfortunately, there wasn't any floors or walls that were new from what I could see, and that means that you have only the base game originals, I guess you could call it, to be able to play around with the new items that they have. And with that, it ended up being a lot of playing around with colors. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I really wanted to have a lot of color in this house. I just couldn't really find a way to put it in there in a way that would match. A lot of the bedding would be not the best, or a lot of the different couch options weren't exactly what I wanted. And I'm pretty happy with how the house turned out. I feel like the walls end up being really wacky colors, and some of it is just so horrible that it's just great. I honestly loved how the house turned out with the wacky colors and all. As far as some of the furnishings go, the lighting, I didn't really want to just put pot lights everywhere. And in a house that is in a climate that is this hot, you will have fans literally everywhere. You will have fans, you will have air conditioning, you will have windows that can open end to end. You will have whatever it is that you need to make this house cooler. It is hot with a capital H, and you cannot get away from that. So I thought I never use fans in The Sims for a good reason. They tend to be kind of clunky in the decoration of the house and all that. But this house, it made 100% perfect sense, and if I was going to use it anywhere, it was going to be in this house. As far as entertainment in the house goes, I do end up putting basically everything that you need for a sim when you're starting out, but something like the computer, for example, is upstairs in the master bedroom. It's not something that is accessible to everyone in the house, but it is definitely something that is included in the house. So if you want to lock the door and not have your children use the computer in the master bedroom, by all means, you're more than welcome to do that. As far as the bathroom goes, there was a shower that actually had a very disgusting yellow on it. And since I put the sunflower bed in the parents' bedroom, I thought I definitely have to have this in the parents' bathroom. I ended up changing that after all. And for landscaping, there wasn't much that I did either, mainly because of how hot the climate is. You can't really have a lot of plants. In the backyard, I did put a bit of flowers, since I was thinking, okay, well, maybe this is their own garden that they constantly water, they constantly keep an eye on, and they constantly make sure that is actually good. The backyard, I was pleasantly surprised with. So along the side of the house, there are windows. And at one point, I started imagining this as if it was more of a row house where they have like a complete concrete backyard, in this case tiles, and it is an area where it's not like you have a lot of green space, it's not like they have a pool or anything fancy. They just have a very simple backyard. They have a barbecue, they have a table where they can share with the rest of their family, and I really, really like these murals that they added to the game. Unfortunately, I don't really see where to use them a whole lot, but the murals are just so colorful. I really wish that I had something like City Living just to be able to put that on the side of a building or something. Because you can have actual apartments that look like apartments if you have City Living. And I thought that that would look absolutely amazing if you did like a fake hallway or something where they had that mural on there. The coloring of the house, as I mentioned, it's crazy colors. I couldn't really figure out which colors matched. I couldn't really figure out which colors I actually wanted in here. I really liked that the one couch had a blue throw. So I tried to play off of that, and it was just a lot of time playing around with colors. I cut out a lot of it, but we are basically at the end of it. We should be in screenshots by now. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Remember to do all those fun YouTube things like liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let me know if there's anything that you would like me to try out next. And I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good weekend.